Okay, so today is Kenya's day, and everyone is supposedly going to this yacht. So you have everyone waking up in the morning. They're getting ready. They're looking real nice and flowy or whatever, except for Ramona. Okay, which brings me to my next point here. So they're in the car, Kenya, Kyle, and Melissa, and Luann, and they're talking. Oh, they're talking about how Ramona is dressed, and everyone is in their nice, flowy, over little cover up they do with their bathing suits. They're in, real fancy summer dresses and maxi dresses, and she got on a bathing suit and some shorts on. And Kenya says something about her nanny or whatever embarrassed her because the way she was dressed in flip flops. I'm like, girl, she's there to watch your child. Okay, this is not a fashion show for her. She's on a job. How's she gonna run after your child with some heels on? Come on, Kenya, stop doing that. I was kind of looking at her like, girl, bye. Anyway, so the girls are on the yacht. It starts raining, and everyone goes downstairs to eat. Ramona asks the staff for a drink, and she kind of did it rudely. And I think this is a theme with Ramona on her show because I don't watch Real Housewives of New York. I think that it is a theme that she's really rude to the staff. And Luann, she mentions that. She says she has a habit of treating the staff poorly, and I think the thing is nobody is telling her this is rude, okay? You cannot do this, okay? They are the staff. They are helping, but you don't have the right to treat them badly because they are the staff. Okay? Yes, they're there to do a job, but that doesn't mean you treat them poorly. And I think someone needs to tell her that on her show, right? So Kyle was talking, and Ramona and Melissa were having a sidebar conversation. Kenya is calling them out and saying they're rude, and Cynthia, makes a Martin Luther King speech about people not respecting other people and interrupting them. I mean, to me, it was like, this is like a buzzkill. Like, I get it; it is rude to have sidebar conversations with, when someone's talking, you're having a sidebar conversation. It kind of takes away from what they're saying. So I completely understand that. However, it's like, come on, like, do we have to make a I have a dream speech about this? Okay, let's talk about it another time. Just can't. This is a way to do stuff without just being angry about it. So I don't know. It was weird. Kenya wants to play a game where the women, guess some shady things that were said on their show. It's called Who Said That, which, if y'all don't know, Portia was famous for saying that. Who said that? Who said that? And I thought it was weird that Kenya named a game after her arch nemesis, but whatever. So the first question was in reference to Ramona digging up some dirt on Luann's ex-husband, which starts an argument, right? Everyone keeps saying that he married her, but he cheated on her. So I think from Ramona's standpoint was, I digged up this dirt. I'm your friend. I told you about this, and you still married him anyway. And I get that, but it's like, I think some of it was done on camera, so it wasn't coming from a genuine place. And that's where Luann is coming from. I keep, people keep saying, he married her, but yet he cheated on her as well. So them being married is not, it's nothing to me. Ramona says to Kyle that Luann messed with him on the first night when she met him. Again, so what? So what? They did get married, but even if they didn't get married, so what? That's her prerogative. She was a single woman. I assume he was a single man. Don't know him. But why are we making this a big thing? And so Luann gets in Ramona's face and is like, what did you say? And then she starts yelling. Her and Teresa are yelling. She's saying, oh, she'll never change. And Teresa yelling, why would you do that? Why would you say that? And this and the third. And Ramona, she reverts to being just the victim. She reverts to being the victimized white woman, right? Ramona says she wishes that she was more like the way Luann was, open with her sexuality. And Kenya says that's BS, and Ramona says F you. So when Kenya says that's BS, she kind of she says it's BS, and then Ramona goes F you. So that's all Ramona had to do was say F you to Kenya. That's all she had to do to get it started, to get Kenya popping. Because it don't take much. Like, Kenya can hold her own, okay? But she will curse you out if she needs to. She won't curse you out, but she'll get you together when need be, right? So I completely got where Kenya. I understand Kenya lashing out, but I did not expect all of what happened, right? So they start going back and forth. Kenya started telling her, this is what you can do. You can get off this boat. She started, she said that Ramona has insulted everyone on this boat. And then she asks Teresa, did she? And Teresa says yes. And then she goes to Cynthia, and Cynthia's like, let me get back on that. And I was like, now, Cynthia, now you just being petty. Now you just being petty. You just what is going on with you? Is it the menopause? Like, I hate to say that, but it's like, what is going on with you? Because your moods and the way you've been acting on this show is not what it's not Cynthia on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's like, I don't know. I think she feels like she has to prove herself. I don't know. I really don't. But it's like, girl, bye. So Ramona turns her back on Kenya and she starts talking to Kyle. And then Kenya then grabs Ramona and threw a drink in her face. Girl, girl, chaw, chaw. What is going on, honey? Like, I was like, no, you did not do what someone did to you not too long ago. I thought she was out of line for that. She threw a drink. Nothing Ramona did at that point warranted that. Okay? Nothing she did. I think Kenya was completely out of line. It was no reason for that. And she would not have done that to anyone on Atlanta. She would not have. She wouldn't have done it to Portia. She wouldn't have done it to Nene. And she wouldn't have done it to Candy. Nobody else. Now, she would have read them for Phil, but she would not have done that. And I feel like she did that because she knew she could. Just like when she pulled that chair out with Tootie. I can't think of her name, but she knew she could do that because they're not going to fight back. Whereas Portia will and whereas Nene will. Okay. So Kenya, you was messed up for that girl. Like, I was with you getting her together and reading her down, but that's where it should have stopped. Like, she ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. So why you do that? That's just weak. Okay, so everyone is wanting Ramona to apologize. I think Ramona should have apologized to Luann. I wouldn't have apologized to Kenya, period, because you threw a drink in my face, bitch. I'm not apologizing to you. Kenya goes upstairs and Cynthia tells her, don't let Ramona ruin the day and we shouldn't kick her off the boat. Kenya responds and says, don't tell me what to do. So here's the thing. Do I think she should kick her off the boat? No, I don't. However, Cynthia, you can't just do that. You can't be like, let me think about it when she asked you if Ramona, has offended you and now you're going to tell her what to do on her day. You can't do that. Like, no, ma'am. And so Kenya then responds to say, "You didn't even stick up for me when I called her out." Cynthia says she doesn't remember Ramona disrespecting her. And then they did a flashback of Cynthia saying I forgot what it was, but Ramona had told her to be quiet or something like that. And she has respected her, but she said she didn't remember. So I guess, but I kind of feel like you were doing that to get back at Kenya because you're still mad at Kenya. That's what I feel like, Cynthia. Ramona and Kyle came down and Kenya walks away. She apologizes. Ramona apologizes and says because she wishes she was more open like Luann. I wasn't buying it. I thought it was BS. Like, no, you're not. I feel like she was trying to excuse it away and she couldn't do it. So I feel like it was BS, but whatever. So they go to land, right? They go to land or they come to a beach somewhere and they want to do a TikTok. It was a mess. Okay. It was the infamous one that went viral where Melissa's like, whatever the case may be. I thought they did cute for them being so old, but it was still a mess. Okay. I thought Melissa looks great. Melissa looks really good. She looks really, really good. So it's Italian night. This is Teresa's night, and she is cooking. Ramona's in the kitchen, and she is very much so tipsy. She's asking for food. She's supposed to be getting her hair and makeup done, but claims that the people came late. She said that she's going to get it done, but she claimed she was going to get it done, but she was going downstairs to eat. So, to my understanding, I think she said for them to come at 6:30 or something like that. No, 6 o'clock, and they came at 6:30. And when they got there, she didn't feel like it, so it was like, I'm just not gonna get it done. But I guess to me, it's like you're already there. You're already there. So go, you might as well get it done. And your hair looks a mess and you need to get your makeup done, sweetheart. So you just need to go ahead and get it done. Okay, so Luann and Cynthia, they meet up, and Cynthia says, she makes a statement that she was late because, she was late getting her makeup done because of everything that was going on with Ramona. So I think they were supposed to do Ramona and then do Cynthia's glam. But I think because she took so long that they had to rush for Cynthia when they finally got to Cynthia. And then the woman, she didn't pay. She didn't she didn't Ramona didn't pay the glam squad because I guess they were late. She said she wasn't going to pay for her. So we'll get into all that stuff later. So Teresa, they're sitting at the table. Everyone is wearing red. Everyone looks beautiful. They're at the table. Teresa makes a beautiful speech to everyone. When she gets to Luann, she says, "I wish you had more of a backbone." I know what she was trying to say, and I think in her mind it didn't sound as bad as it came out. But Luann was like, "I have a backbone. I have a backbone." Luann kind of took offense to that, but she didn't say it right then and there. She went to a few more moments, but yeah. So it was kind of weird. It was all like, why would you say something positive about everybody, but then come to Luann and say, "I want, I wish you had more of a backbone." But anyway, all right, so then everyone starts eating. Cynthia decides to apologize to Teresa for being late. Cynthia brings up the whole glam situation with Ramona. Ramona did not pay Cynthia's glam people, which made them late, for Cynthia to do Cynthia's hair and makeup. So if I'm understanding, Cynthia was supposed, it was supposed to be Ramona, then Cynthia. Ramona decided because they came late that she wasn't going to pay them, and the lady was still waiting for her to get paid. And so because she was waiting for her to get paid, it took away from Cynthia getting her makeup and stuff done. Kenya says, it was supposed to be $100. I'm like, bitch, pay that $100. Like, you rich. Stop playing. Anyway, and it wasn't like she didn't show up. She did show up, but she was showing up late. And I wonder, like, was she still in the house, but she was doing someone else's makeup, or was she just late getting to the house? I want to know that. Kenya says, "Why does Ramona need to pay $100 bill?" Kyle responds and says that it's not that big of a deal, and there's something deeper going on with Cynthia. I can agree with both. Like, why doesn't she just pay the $100? But then it's like, Cynthia, why are we bringing this up now? Like, why not take her aside to discuss it, or why not say something at that moment? Like, you. And then she framed it like, I was gonna help you, but I was taking so far. I was taking, so I was late getting glam. So I'm like, that's kind of unnecessary. But then I also get her, pay my glam people, right? So I get it. Um, so Luann brings up not having the whole backbone comment from Teresa. Teresa felt like she was defending Luann, but Luann got very upset. I think Teresa's whole thing was, I don't like the way she talks to you, and you need to be more aggressive in your approach. So anyone who's watched Real Housewives of New Jersey knows that Teresa is very aggressive when she is addressing people. Yet no one calls her out on it because she's a white woman, but whatever. So she's very aggressive when she approaches people, and I think that's what she's expecting Luann to be. Luann does approach people, but her way of approaching is, in a more non-aggressive manner. I think that's what it is. Kyle says there's all individual issues amongst the ladies. Kenya gets up and makes this dramatic exit from the table. Ramona brings up their glam situation and says and then her and Cynthia continue to go back and forth. And then Ramona leaves. She gets up. Kenya comes back and starts reading Ramona. So she starts reading Ramona, and then that episode pretty much ends. This show is a really good show. I do like it a lot. I think it's really, really good. Y'all let me know down in the comment section how y'all feel about this episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, toodles.